Let me in my zone. Let me in my zone. Please don't let me in.
Yeah. Gon' play that. Take you down, I'ma say that. Mine need me a couple dollars. Telling you now this payback. So I take that. Ask him now, what's say that?
Well, you're very welcome to Fight Zone back in Sheffield once again. This is where it all started back in May, but it's been some rides since then. And we've even got a roof over our head this evening. Of course, the Fight Zone Arena, such a special place in the car park in the shadow of the Sheffield Arena. But this is Pons Forge. It's filling up nicely already. It will be full. Now, this is a place with plenty of history. World title fights, they've been here. Local talent has been nurtured here and come through to star, and tonight, well, we're going to see a few more local talents do just that. They will be inspired by tales of yore here as well, and we're going to welcome our visitors from SecondsOut. They're always with us for the undercard as well, as everybody is. Great to have you, and this is what we have to look forward to tonight. Well, we're going to get underway with Sufyaan Ahmed, who we did see in action back in December of last year, the straightener in the car park, that drive-through boxing show when he took on Kane Salvin in a cracker of a contest. Jafibus Faure is in the opposing corner then. Levi Kinsiona, he is managed by Dave Allen, who we're going to see later. And Connolly, always ready to fight. He steps in to give him a go. Stevie Levy. Well, what a character she is. She's in with Claudia Ferenczi. We've seen her on Fight Zone as well. Ferenczi against debutante Healy. And again, we'll see Katie later on. But Stevie in action, the last of our undercard fights. Now, when you have subscribed, and it's only $4.99 a month, and you get action every single week, this is what you can look forward to. We'll get underway with Katie Healy against Karina Kopinska, the much-travelled Kopinska from Poland. So a test for Katie Healy's second fight. Tommy Hodgson from the northeast, a real talent, makes his debut. We do love a debut on Fight Zone, and Tommy from Team GB, that famous Birtley club as well. We expect great things against the very tough and very durable Naeem Ali. And then Dave Allen, you may have heard about this. Dave Allen is on the comeback trail. Dave Allen, who's had plenty of attention, and we're delighted that it's on Fight Zone. He's back where it all began for him with Dennis Hobson. Andrea Pesquet is in the opposing corner. The co-main, Mark Jeffers, a super talent from Chorley in Lancashire, gets in with Mikhail Riba from the Czech Republic. And then the main event, Sheffield's very own, The Truth, Anthony Tomlinson, in against the very, very tough Dante Jardon from Mexico. And those two going head-to-head at the weigh-in just makes it even more of one to anticipate. Well, of course, you know what to do. It works out just over £1 for one of these fantastic Fight Zone shows that we bring you every single week. We've been on the road, we've been in London, we've been in Scotland, we're in Sheffield, we're going to be in Colne in Lancashire next week. But all you got to do, fightzone.uk, $4.99 a month, and you get all the action. Some crackers we've already brought you, and we can promise one thing, there are going to be more to come. Well, there we go, as the Pons Forge Arena just fills up nicely. It's going to be absolutely rocking later on, but we can get on with the action here. Over to our MC for the first time this evening. It's always a pleasure, Mr. Paul Booth.
Good evening, boxing fans joining us here at the fabulous Ponds Forge International Sports Centre in Sheffield, and also a warm welcome to viewers joining us live on SecondsOut and Fightzone TV. Time now for bout number 1 of our evening. First boxer to make his ring walk to the red corner from Birmingham, Jafibus, Faure. And now to make his ring walk to the blue corner, right here in his home city of Sheffield, introducing Sufyan Ahmed. Dennis Hobson Promotions in association with J.J. Crump & Son for Fight Academy now bring you bout number 1 of our evening. This is a lightweight contest. We are scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. Timekeeper on the bell is Chris Hancock of Doncaster, and upon the sound of the bell, the scoring referee in charge of this bout is Andy Brooke of Leeds. Boxing out of the red corner, officially on the scales at 9 stone, 4 pounds, 4 ounces. Tonight, this is fight number 2 of his professional career. He's wearing the black and leopard print shorts and boxes out of Birmingham, England. Introducing Jafibus, Faure. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing black and red this evening. He's scaled at the weigh-in, 9 stone, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. 6 fights, 5 victories on his record. This evening he boxes right here in his home city of Sheffield. Introducing Sufyan Ahmed. Referee Andy Brooke will now give his final instructions.
Boxers, you both know the rules. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Nothing low, nothing at the back of the head. Touch gloves back to your corners. Good luck.
So here we go with the first bout of a very packed card here at Ponds Forge, live on Fight Zone, of course. And we have Sufyan Ahmed in his 7th contest, 5 wins, 1 defeat, wearing the red and black tonight, the Sheffield boy, against Jafibus Faure, who wears the leopard skin shorts, and we've seen in action on Fight Zone as well against fellow debutant Dylan Norbans, debuted in that Fight Zone Arena card just a few weeks back, and what a good opportunity for Ahmed to get back out. It's been a while. December of last year when he took on Kinsionia in what was an absolute belter. The straightening in the car park, the drive-through boxing show Dennis Hobson and Fight Academy put on in the shadow of the Sheffield Arena. Very talented fighter, 27 years of age, just wants to step it up now, looking for title fights before the end of the year.
Well, Ahmed will be looking to get back on the winning track here. It's a quiet start from Faure, who's just tucking up and just seeing what Ahmed's got.
Well, Sufyan Ahmed was on the wrong end of the decision in that battle with Salvin. Salvin just getting the nod in that one, but it was a cracker of a contest and could have gone either way.
Got to be busy in here tonight. Just a 4-rounder. Can't afford to give rounds away. Faure just falling short with his jabs there. Landed with the right though.
Well, Ahmed just needs to be switched on to that, but he just did catch him there. Just caused him to just step a little back. It wasn't any power behind that, so I don't think that was any lasting effect kind of a shot, but certainly a warning for Ahmed.
Well, there's a couple of times now in this opening round that Ahmed's just stumbled back when he's been hit. That right looks dangerous from Faure. Nice uppercut.
Jafibus Faure, who takes part in just his second paid contest tonight. And that debut that I mentioned before was on the undercard of that fabulous scrap, Matt Windle and Neil McCubbin. Back when the sun was shining in the outdoor arena that was the Fight Zone arena. A very different atmosphere tonight under the roof, and well, we are back towards normality, Glenn.
We certainly are, and it's very good to see the crowds back in and things going back to normal.
So an interesting round that, in terms of Ahmed coming out and maybe claiming centre of the ring, but did get caught by a couple of right hands. So
he did. Ahmed didn't do a great deal. He was falling short with his punches, and there's that right hand that landed. And I think Faure, who didn't do a great deal either, but I think he's probably got the best of it in that opening round.
Well, it's only a 4-rounder, of course, so can't afford to be chasing the fight.
It wasn't a very confident start, really, for Ahmed. Faure might have getting a little bit of confidence in that opening round. Ahmed needs to show a little bit more urgency in this round.
Again, centre of the ring claimed by Ahmed. Just kind of moving far around, but you want to see more urgency, Glenn?
Very much so. I think, you know, he needs to start throwing some punches, Ahmed. He's just falling short with that jab and then missed with a wild left hook there. Got a bit closer with a left hook there, but Faure just parried that, took it on his glove. They're both a little bit tentative of each other, aren't they?
Well, Ahmed does have to deal with the fact that last time out was his first loss. Is that the reason why maybe just being a bit cagier than he might normally be?
Maybe. I think, you know, confidence might have took a bit of a dent, as it does when your fighter's getting a little winning run and then loses a one. But he needs to take charge in there. He's getting the centre of the ring, as you say, Don, but he's not letting the punches go as he should.
Well, he's in a very familiar setting. His first 4 fights as a pro were right here at the Ponds Forge. He's boxed in Barnsley as well at the Metrodome, and then obviously in the car park, as you mentioned. So all the the fights in South Yorkshire so far, so very much at home.
There's that right hand that Faure keeps trying with, getting some success with it. Not a great deal of action or anything landing of note. A difficult round to score, neither having a great deal of success.
So you have that a round apiece, Glenn?
No, I probably have Faure a round up with a level round. You know, neither one really got a foothold in that round.
Well, the man giving the instructions to Ahmed in the corner is the very familiar figure of John Fuchs, who himself came back after a 6.5-year absence just a couple of months ago and put on an absolutely fabulous performance as well. Rolling back the years, John Fuchs, a real skilled operator, and it's that skill set that he's been trying to pass on to Ahmed since the two have been working together. Should say congratulations, new addition to the Fuchs family as well since his last box, so it's all going on, and he is a talented trainer as well.
Neither one has got a hold in this fight yet.
And Ahmed definitely stepped it up a little bit. He's putting a bit more weight behind those punches now.
Well, I think Fuchs in the corner will have told him, and you know, he needs to do something, needs to start throwing punches and get in this fight. You know, it just walked in there without throwing the shot, tried to get the body punch working there. Faure's on the back foot, but he's the busier of the two.
Well, Ahmed with the physical advantages in terms of height and reach. Just not quite getting the distance right on that occasion with the big wild left and the right.
Well, it looks as if he's trying to get too much power in his punches, and he just needs to get the rhythm and let the punches go. Shots from Faure.
Decent left hand from Ahmed on that occasion, who's trying to work his way in again, but again the left hand is wild.
Yes, he's missed with quite a lot of punches. Oh man, I think he's trying a little bit too hard in there. He's desperate to get a win again on his record.
Decent work though again from Faure.
Yeah, he's getting the better of this round as well. Faure, you know, he's on the back foot, but he's letting some decent shots go.
Of round 3, and it's been far from routine for Sufyan. Again, the aggressor at the end of that round, the man from Birmingham, Jafibus, Faure, the 33-year-old. Gavin Burrows there in the corner. He'll be in action again later with Katie Healy.
Sorry, mate.
Well, for me, Jafibus Faure is doing the better work on the back foot, but he's throwing punches as Ahmed comes towards him, and it's him that's getting the punches through. Some accurate stuff there. Nice right hook, then changing it to the uppercut.
Landed to the body as well from Faure there.
Ahmed just needs to relax. He needs to start throwing more shots. He's trying a bit too hard. He's trying to load up on his punches, and it's not working for him. I'm struggling to give Ahmed anything at the moment. I'll probably give him a share of the second, but the first and the third I give to Faure.
Well, Faure was on the losing side of his debut. Two debutants. He went in with Dylan Norman a few weeks back, and it was a tight fight, 39-38, but Andy Brook, the scoring referee, who we have scoring this fight, of course, the referee in charge of the action here tonight, he just edged Norman on that one. I wonder what he's going to do for this, because it has been a decent performance from the Brummie. Kept his shape, he's looked neat and tidy on the back foot for much of it, as you said before, Glenn.
Yes, but you know, he's not allowing Ahmed to land shots. He's covering up quite well when Ahmed has tried to get left hooks going, and he's kept working. Decent defense there from Faure. Yes, the works from Ahmed's been scrappy, and it looks as if he's trying to force everything.
Just over a minute remains in this contest. The Sheffield man has been caught a couple of times again.
It would be a big setback if Faure does get this. It would be a setback for Ahmed.
It's a good shot from Ahmed there. The jab just knocking the head back of Faure. There's a smear of blood down the left-hand side of Ahmed's temple area as well. The final knockings of this. Very interesting to see how Andy Brook sees this one, because I know, Glenn, from what you've been saying, that you think this could be something of a shock on the cards here.
I think it could be. I just think he's done a little bit more work. He hasn't, you know, neither one really stood out as a big winner. But I think, for me, Jafibus Faure did the better work on the back foot.
Little smile from John Fuchs to his charge there, and well, again Faure just lets the hands go there. That was the.
But it was very rare. It was very rare to see Ahmed land with scoring punches. For me, Faure took the ones on the gloves.
A bit of fun in the corner there. Jafibus Faure as well, but the referee Andy Brooke has given his decision to RMC, so let's find out what it is. Over to you, Mr. Paul Booth.
Well, after 4 rounds of lightweight boxing, we ask our scoring referee to decide this bout. He has it at 39 points to 38 points in favour of the winner. From Birmingham, Jafibus Faure.
Well, Glenn, John Fuchs looks absolutely devastated, but the referee's gone the way of your thinking. A tight fight, but he's just given it to the man who he clearly feels just edged it a little bit.
Yep, and I've got to agree with him. I think Faure was the one that was trying. He was trying to get his punches off, and he's the one that landed the better eye-catching punches. There wasn't a great deal in it, and you know, John Fuchs is disappointed and angry, but I think his man didn't do enough. There's the right hand that landed, and he gets busy there. He landed with some nice uppercuts. And yeah, I think the right man won. And they're just having a bit of fun with his coach. And I think he's a very happy young man.
Well, something of a shock then in our first contest here at Pons Forge. Plenty more to come, of course. And before the subscription kicks in, but of course, if you want to make sure you are on board with all the action tonight here at Pons Forge Arena, the scene of many a world title fight over the years. We have next up Levi Kinsionia against Lee Connolly. Stevie Levy returns to action against Claudia Ferenczi. But then, of course, the main event. Get on board, $4.99 a month. You get live action every single week and the odd bonus night as well. Dave Allen returns. Well, probably the bigger headline, but plenty of action as well with Katie Healy taking on Karina Kopinska. Tommy Hodgson, Mark Jeffers and Anthony Tomlinson. But to get involved, this is what you have to do. Well, Jafibus, congratulations. We saw you in the Fight Zone Arena just a couple of months ago, and that was a tight fight. It didn't go your way. That was your debut. But tonight, you've shocked everyone, really, because we know how good Sufyan Ahmed is.
Yeah.
Talk us through that from your point of view.
I know he's a good fighter. He's tall, he's rangy. I just knew how to get in close and let my hands go.
Yeah, well, you did that. The right hand was a significant one for you as well. You come a couple of times.
Early. Went with a nice right hand, rocked him, and I knew from there, like, he wasn't going to do anything after that.
So, did you think it was going to go your way at the end? I mean, there was a bit of laughing and joking in the corner.
He had to, like, he was just swinging. He didn't do much. My shots, body shots, everything. Just cut him up. He's bleeding to the nose, everything. You know what I mean? So, I knew I had to get the decision this time. Last time was close with Norman. So this time I knew. Change a few things, come back stronger, get the victory.
But now that you do have that victory, you're kind of a marked man in many ways now, though. So it's it might be tricky to get those fights now because people are going to know all about you.
I know my manager Errol, he's been saying like, no one don't ring the phone. Well, you know, everyone needs a fight, so it's going to happen.
Well, fair play tonight. You've done the job. Well done.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Well, there we go, very happy Jafibus Faure, who got the nod. Never in doubt, he says. He was quite happy with that performance. Whether or not the phone rings again, well, we won't see. But what we do know is that we're on with the action here at the Ponds Forge Arena, so let's cross to our MC, Paul Booth.
Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for a super lightweight contest. First boxer to make his ring walk from Derbyshire, Lee Connolly. To the blue corner, from Sheffield, Levi, Kinsiona. The Fightzone TV platform and Seconds Out. Dennis Hobson, in association with J.J. Son for Fight Academy, bring you an evening pints of championship boxing from the Ponds Forge International Sports Centre here in Sheffield. Time now for a super lightweight contest. This now scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing. Timekeeper ringside is Peter Humphrey of Doncaster. Upon the sound of the bell, The third man in the ring is our scoring referee in charge of this bout, introducing Andy Brook of Leeds. Boxing out of the red corner, he's wearing the blue shorts trimmed with gold, scaling yesterday at 9 stone, 13 pounds, 3 ounces. He brings to the ring 7 professional career victories and boxes out of Killamarsh, Derbyshire. Introducing Connolly. And across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the red, white and black shorts. His official weight for this contest, 9 stone, 12 pounds, 6 ounces. 7 career victories, including 1 going inside the scheduled distance. He now boxes out of Sheffield via way of his native London. He is the real deal. Lee from OTB, Levi Kinsiona. Referee Andy Brook with his final instructions.
Boxers, you both know the rules. Obey my command at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Nothing low, nothing at the back of the head. Good luck, touch gloves.
So Levi Kinsiona, originally from London, wearing the red and white striped shorts, based in Sheffield now. This tonight his 9th bout, just the one reverse on that record, that to Nathan Benden. Back in November 2019, he's had 1 fight since then. That against MJ Hall in February of last year, and then of course, as we know what has happened around the world, so inactivity, which has been the case with so many, but a good chance to show what he's all about against a very seasoned operator, Lee Connolly in the blue shorts with gold trim, who is as busy as they get, been around the block, 71 professional fights now after taking the ring tonight. Well, doesn't win too many, but he's always in shape, he's always ready. A late replacement tonight after boxing last week against debutant Callum Thompson in Manchester. I suppose, Glenn, as is often the case with these young prospects, it's all about what Kinsiona can do against a durable man like Connolly.
It is, and already he's just shown, you know, some nice skills there, turning his man, landing a couple of shots to the body and then getting out the way. 2-time national champion, so he's got ability.
Shown good movement there as well, just good angles, and looks like he's going to enjoy it. I think the entrance would tell you he's going to enjoy it as well, because you know he pretty much wrapped his whole way to the ring and made the most of it. Got some fan base with him tonight as well.
He has. He's got some fans there. It's good to see. A little bit of showmanship. And it's good when, you know, fighters have got a bit of character. Well, I think, although he's a late replacement, Connolly, it's a good sort of opponent for Kinsiona, because he, you know, he's likely to get some rounds. Straight away we see the movement from Kinsiona. He's good at turning his man. Only Connolly, no-nonsense type, he's just getting on with the job.
He's always fit, Lee Connolly. He's a very clean life, he's a vegan. Go back a while since he last won. That was against a fellow road warrior, against Christian Lade back in September 2017, but he just knows how to handle himself in there. And that's what Kinsiona's got to try and work out, if he can make a big statement against a man like Connolly.
Well, it's the same work from Kinsiona, a lot of movement. Doesn't seem to be digging in to get power in his punches.
But he's done enough on your card, certainly.
Most definitely. Connolly's gonna cut, you know, he comes to try and make a fight of it and throws punches when he's in range. But it's the right sort of fight to learn to get Kinsiona back winning. Stopped in 2019 off Nathan Benden. In his first 8-rounder. 20 months out of the ring. It's a long time, Dom.
Well, he has a new manager now as well. We're going to be hearing a lot more about this manager. Dave Allen also looks after Stevie Levy, who's on tonight's card. We'll be seeing her very shortly. And then Dave Allen himself, who's going to be taking to the ring.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see Dave Allen back. Always a character and value for money.
Kinsiona likes to switch. As you can see, you mentioned his pedigree before as well, Glenn. He was a very good amateur and previously trained in the Steel City Gym with the likes of Dalton Smith, the Edwards brothers. He's a real talent he's been knocking around with over the years.
Well, he's a bit of a box of tricks in there, isn't he? As you say, he's switching stance. I think he concentrates a lot on his footwork, trying to get in a good position to land punches. Good work with the uppercut there.
Certainly a stylist, isn't he? It's fair to say he's a slick operator. Touch to the body of Connolly there.
Yeah, nice right hand as well there. Just got Connolly in the right position to let that punch go.
Well, he does have 7 wins and just that 1 defeat that we spoke about. But just 1 stoppage in those wins. That's going back a while to Fons Alexander back in 2018. So it's not about power punching with Kinsiona. Good work again, just had Connolly in the corner there where he wanted him.
He looks like he's a product of the England camp, doesn't he, the way he moves.
Well, you were having a chat with a certain Junior Witter earlier who's in the corner there. Again,
yes.
Switch hitter.
Yeah. Junior was certainly a box of tricks. Very talented fighter.
Another decent round from Kinsiona.
It's not really a challenge, is it, for Kinsiona? Connolly is doing his best to get to him, but he's all over the place. Nice movement there. Drops his hand, switch hits. Turns his man well. He had some good use of the uppercut in the second round.
Well, he probably knows an awful lot about Lee Connolly. I mean, everyone on the circuit would know what he's all about. Is he maybe adapting plans to suit the opponent, thinking, well, you know what, I'm not going to try and blast Connolly out there. I'm just going to try and get some shots off, work on a few things. He's been out of the ring a long time. We can't stress that enough. A lot of these fighters are coming back after long, long layoffs.
And the best thing you can do is get some rounds under your belt. You know, you need that. There's no substitute. All the sparring in the world doesn't really get you prepared the way fighting does.
Good work again from Kinsiona.
Just a little hit on the back of the head there. Referee have a little word.
Little wry smile from Lee Connolly. He's been in there with just about everybody. He's seen it all, really, hasn't he?
But Lee will always give value. He'll always come to try and make a fight, have a fight.
Connolly having a go there, but lovely little pivot, turns his man and takes control again, Kinsiona.
Yes, very much in the style of a Harold Graham, isn't he? The movement, the switch hitting, dropping the hands, giving angles.
Lee Connolly again, he's one of these away fighters, journeymen, if we do use that term, that doesn't just tuck up a game. We've seen good examples of fighters that are out every week, but they don't just run around the ring with a high guard. He always does try things. He always tries to move forward and put something on him and see what the opponent has.
We got a little smile there at some of the shots that was landing. Some nice shots getting through there. Crowd appreciate that. But it looks like he's practicing a few things. You know, he's trying to work inside as well as at range. Still turns his man. Getting your success, Connolly.
Good round. Of course, so much action still to come at the Pons Forge Arena. Stevie Levy against Claudia Ferenczi will be after this one. But again, good examples of decent shot selection as well. He is skilled. Great movement.
You can see why he would have success in the amateurs. He looks very much a thinking type fighter who's trying different things. Quite a lot to his repertoire. Well, valuable commodity. Journeyman like Lee Connolly come in a day's notice.
Well, very much in demand, men like Lee Connolly, of course. Thankfully, with the pandemic, well, it's not gone away, of course, but things are returning to normal and plenty of shows to look forward to, and men like Lee Connolly providing a great service. And again, he's just getting a little bit more frenetic. He's just putting a bit more into it now. Kinsiona in the fourth and final round in this contest, and as ever, Connolly comes forward, looking to land himself.
Picked out a lovely uppercut there, Kinsiona. And turns his man very skillfully there.
Good work again, good movement, finding the angles again, Kinsiona. Classy performance.
crowd enjoying it. Connolly still trying. Nice defensive work there, just rolling under the punches.
He's enjoyed it. Good body shot again from Kinsiona, and his crowd behind him. He's just having fun in there now, isn't he?
He is, just going through the gears a little bit in this last round. Just planting his feet a little bit more.
Good left hand as well from Kinsiona. Caught Connolly flush. Very nice and fluid. He doesn't load up, does he?
No, he keeps relaxed. You know, good variety, good footwork. You know, a thinking type fighter. He's going through the gears.
A little bit of hand speed.
Style. Yeah.
Speed at the end as well. Little flurry as well to catch the eye. There we have it. A good performance from Levi Kinsiona and Lee Connolly, as ever, in there doing what he does and making these prospects work.
Connolly all smiles. I think he'd be glad that one's over.
Well, there were no heavy shots as such, were there? But he was prolific. He didn't waste much, did he?
No, it never really looked like he was trying to plant his feet and get Connolly out of there. He looked as if he was enjoying himself, you know, getting the rounds and, you know, trying a few different things out, which he needs. You know, 20 months out of the ring is a long, long time. So he'll shed a little bit of rust there.
There's plenty of respect between the two. Lots of nodding of the head from Lee Connolly. But we do have the verdict now. Our MC has it off our scoring referee, Andy Brooks. So let's cross to Paul Booth.
Our scoring referee, Andy Brooks, decides this bout as he does go the four rounds in this super lightweight contest. The winner by 40 points to 36 points is from Sheffield, Levi Kinsiona.
So good performance from Kinsiona.
Yeah, very good performance. Nice and relaxed, enjoying himself in there, trying a few things out, and he'll be very pleased with him there. Sure, Junior Witter is.
Well, excellent performance from Kinsiona, and we will crack on with the action very shortly. But firstly, because the man that manages Levi Kinsiona, I think, is somewhere with Matt.
He is indeed, Dom. He's right next to me, Dave Allen, of course, the one and only White Rhino, who makes his own return tonight to the ring. We'll talk about that in a moment, but impressed with your charge there, Levi?
I'm back in business, been out for a long time, so tonight was about getting him back in the ring, getting some rounds in, and the power, like 8, 10, 12 rounds, went to his own.
Excellent. Listen, I'm going to use my mic to talk to you because that one's not working very well. So just bear with us while we get the technical sorted out. You know what it's like, this TV business, mate. Seat of the pants. You've also got Stevie Levy's t-shirt on because she's up next, and of course you manage her as well.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Stevie's on next. Stevie's a great character. We just need to get a win in. Women's boxing is booming right now, and if Stevie can keep winning, she can get up there with a name like Katie Taylor, you know, Chantel Cameron, Terry Harper, Sarah Marshall. Hopefully she's aspiring to get to their level, and she keeps winning. She'll be there in not too long a time.
And of course, someone, probably Dennis, has persuaded you to get back in between the ropes. Your first return fight against Andrea Pesce, Andy Fish, tonight, 4 rounds. Are you ready?
Well, it's too late if I'm not, because I'm here now, aren't I? I can't go anywhere unless I run off. So
don't do that. You're all bad at running off.
No, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I've never look at how full this venue is already. This will be packed out by 8:30 when I get in there. So it's nice to be back. Nice to be back, and I think you're going to see a good performance from me tonight.
We're really looking forward to seeing what you've got still, mate. The White Rhino charges again. Look forward to seeing you later. Back to you, Dom.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Always good to hear from Dave Allen, looking very, very relaxed prior to his comeback as well, and very happy with his charge there. Kinsiona was impressive, did the job, Glenn.
He did. Shown a few tricks, shown good style, nice and relaxed, and you know, very sharp.
As he said, it was about getting him in there, as it is for all these fighters that have been out for a while as well. Just get rid of that rust and get the job done. I think we're going to enjoy the ride, I think, with Kinsiona. He looks a real talent, and he's got a bit about him as well, a bit of a character, as Katie Healy is, that we're looking at now. Of course, she's in action a bit later on as well. All you've got to do if you want to see all this action, of course, is subscribe, $4.99 a month. But a second professional contest for Katie Healy, and it's a step up as well against Karina Kopinska. It's going to be a very lively one. But of course, we saw Katie's debut as well just a couple of months ago, Glenn.
We did, yes, and you know, she's stepping up pretty quickly with this fight. As you said, Kopinska is experienced. You know, she's been in with probably everybody, so this is quite a jump.
Well, Levi, fantastic performance. You've been out a while, but it looked to us that like you were just enjoying it in there. You were trying different things, trying shots. We know what Lee Connolly's all about. So what was your thinking in there?
So my thinking was in there. I've been out for 16 to 18 months. And my last fight that was out, it wasn't really a hard fight. It was just another takeover fight. So I wanted to get in there, do the rounds, try different things. Because this year I've had a new trainer, new manager, and this is a new platform for me. So it's all about trying things, learning, showing people my versatility. You saw me box on the front foot, back foot, mid-range, and I can box southpaw, orthodox, I can do it all. And I just wanted to show a little bit of that each round. And now that people have seen that, I want to push on. I don't want to be doing 4-rounders, I don't want to be doing 6-rounders. I've said it time and time again, that I want the English title by the end of the year or the Central Area title. I want to box the winner out of Jimmy first or Justin Newell for the Central Area title. And then I want to push on for the English because I'm good enough for these guys. I've come down from welterweight to lightweight, made it easy, was eating the day before, drinking on the day of the weigh-in and everything in the morning, and I made the weight fine. I'm a big lightweight, you saw it in there. So I don't know why that said super lightweight. I made 9 stone 12 under the super lightweight limit, but yeah, I'm ready to go again.
You're a very slick operator as well. As you say, you've made changes, and one of those changes is that you've got Dave Allen managing you. We've just heard from Dave, who's very pleased with your performance, but what's it been like with Dave involved now as part of the team? What's he done for you?
The thing is with Dave, when I approached him to sign me, he's very, very honest with Dave. Dave says, if you're good, he'll take you on, and he can do stuff with me. And he came to see me spar, and he wanted to sign me up straight away. And the good thing about Dave as well, his platform is massive, it's endless. The social media, when he talks, everyone listens. Just look at his views on all the platforms. So when he's mentioning me and he's putting my name out there, I'm going to get a shot. This was just something to put us out there. I'm back again on October the 23rd, and then we're just going to keep moving. I see it's endless opportunities with Dave.
Well, you're going to get a chance to see him in action in a bit as well. And also, your stablemate Stevie Levy is next up, so yeah. I better let you crack on so we can crack on with the action. Well done tonight.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Let's go. Well, Levy Kinsiona, very happy, enjoying life under the managership of Dave Allen as well. Wants to get out October the 23rd and on with titles, and on we go, because as we can see, there's a bit of a crowd here for a young lady from Norfolk who we really enjoyed at the Fight Zone Arena, a real character. So let's get on with it. Stevie Levy's next, so RMC can introduce the fighters. Here is Paul Booth.
Time now for a super bantamweight contest. First boxer to make her way to the red corner, from Slovakia, Claudia Ferenczi. And now she makes her way to the blue corner, bringing with her a perfect professional fight record, Super Stevie Levy! England broadcasting to the entire world via the Fightzone TV network and Seconds Out. Dennis Hobson in association with JJ Crump & Son for Fight Academy now bring you a super bantamweight contest, and this bout scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds of boxing. Timekeeper ringside is Peter Humphrey of Doncaster. Upon the sound of the bell, the man in charge of this contest, who also scores it, is a star referee, John Latham of Bury. Boxing out of the red corner, she's scaled 8 stone 4 pounds 7 ounces. 20 victories, including 10 going inside the scheduled distance. Tonight she wears the red trim with white and boxes out of Bratislava, Slovakia. Introducing Claudia Ferenczi. And across the ring, standing in the blue corner, stands her undefeated opponent. This evening she's wearing blue and red on the scales officially for the contest at 8 stone 7 pounds 7 ounces. 3 fights, 3 victories. She boxes out of Kingsley, Norfolk. Introducing Super Stevie. Referee John Latham with his final instructions.
Right, ladies, you'll expect from you both, you obey my instructions at all times. When I tell you to break, you both break clean. Defend yourselves at all times, and the best luck to you both. Touch gloves.
So an opportunity to see Stevie Levy in action. A real live wire in the ring and out of the ring as well against Claudia Ferenczi, who we last saw take on Katie Healy on her debut at the Fight Zone Arena just a few weeks back. Stevie Levy has been in action, of course, on Fight Zone previously. And for this one, it's 4 2-minute rounds. We have in commentary as well as former IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World in the shape of Glenn McCrory, voice of boxing. We'll have another world champion as well, Scotland's first female world champion, and soon to be a WBC champion as well, Hannah Rankin.
Hello, it's good to be joining you again.
And Ponce Forge, fantastic venue from days gone by, world title fights, plenty of action to look forward to, and of course, well, Stevie Levy is going to work on the inside here in this opening round. Is one of many to keep an eye on as well. Good body shot against Ferenczi, who is very durable, we know.
Just keeping nice and composed, just looking nice and calm in there today.
So eager to impress Stevie Levy. She's got a few travelled up from Norfolk as well, as she did last time she was boxing in Sheffield.
It's always great to have that sort of support on fight night, no matter where you are in the country. They've turned up to support you, and it always makes you feel great when you're in the ring, knowing they're there.
Ferenczi can make it awkward.
She's very capable, Ferenczi, isn't she? She knows exactly what she's doing in there. She's getting close, spoil the work of Levy.
A little bit of afters at the end of that. No harm.
No.
Again, I suppose a little bit scrappy. Not a great deal of clean work from either. And there's the manager of Stevie Levy. He's coming back, of course, if you hadn't heard. We'll see him later on. Reckons he's never been busier with his media commitments this week. So it just shows you there's been an awful lot of interest and attention on Dave Allen's return. And it's great for his fighters. He said that obviously it puts attention on Stevie Levy and Levi Kinsiona, who we've already seen.
Absolutely.
It's good, isn't it? You know, we had him commentating on Fight Zone, and now to be back in the ring. You know, real character.
Yeah, everyone loves Dave Allen.
I like him. I like him.
Stevie Levy's been a real story. She came through the white collar scene, no amateur experience, and just found a real home in the gym, lost her parents young, and just found a family. We've heard similar stories before, what boxing's done to some lost characters, but it's really turned her life around, and a real example. She mentors a lot of young girls in the Kings Lynn area as well. Inspirational story.
Absolutely. And I think everybody in the boxing world has a story that, you know, why they got into it or how they got into it, and it's very interesting stories when you ask people. It's great to hear that she's supporting so many other young girls coming through, though.
So yours is just the straightforward tale of a classical bassoonist traveling the world with orchestras, just wanted to try your hand at boxing, became a world champion. Just the standard stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's better from Stevie. That was much better on her range before it all got closed up again. Finding her distance a little bit better.
Ferenczi is trying to do that. She's trying to close it up. You know, that's her form of defense, really, isn't it? Just get in close.
Yeah.
She's very busy, Ferenczi, like so many fighters now with shows coming back. I mean, Fight Zone never went away. We powered through when Nobody else was managing to get shows on Dennis Hobson Fight Academy, and again, incredible, really, the arena in Sheffield. But now, so many shows and so many characters like Ferenczi in demand, and she's been busy since we saw her in that Katie Healy debut back in the end of May. She's boxed 4 times since then, so
she's been very active.
She has indeed.
It's 111 fights, so you know, it's good to see that, you know, there's competitors there in the women's boxing. It's getting, you know, a lot more popular, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you know, people like Claudia, you know, she's fighting regularly and giving a lot of people out there some good experience when they're coming up. So, but I think that was better from Stevie that round. She started to get a distance just that little bit better and landing some more clean shots.
Claudia's another example of a road warrior that doesn't put the guard up and run around the ring. Always gives it some, always tries to put it on the opponent. And again, very tough lady from Bratislava in Slovakia.
Yeah, you really want that actually as a fighter going there. You don't want someone to be defensive and tucked up and run away from you the whole time, because it doesn't give you a chance to showcase any of your great skills.
Stevie Levy will have plenty watching in Kings Lynn tonight. She's got a real fan base. I'm sure son Morgan as well willing her on. So far, so good.
This is her first time at this weight, isn't it? It's first time dropping down to a lower weight, so she'll just be feeling what it's like to be at a lighter weight in there. I always like, when I dropped down to welter, I enjoyed being at the lighter weight. You know, it'd be quicker, faster. So she said she's been feeling good at it. So there we go. She's just starting to unload now.
Yeah, landed with a nice right hand. Ferenczi just making it difficult for her because she's getting too close to her, and it's making it hard for Levy to get the punches off.
Just smothering her a little bit.
The ref, so you know, he's given her a couple of tellings off for holding. Difficult for her. She needs to try and get them arms free, and so she can get the punches going inside.
It's tough though with the marauding style of Ferenczi. It's not easy to I suppose, keep that distance and find those shots.
She's having to show determination in there though, Levy.
This, of course, for 2-minute rounds. Stevie Levy. Kevin Marie is in the corner there, Paul Faulkner.
I think that's the one thing about women's boxing, is it's so fast-paced because we've only got 2 minutes to get stuff done. So, you know, it's all action all the way through.
So that was plenty of action from Levy there. Looks like Ferenczi's had a shower.
Yep.
They've been very liberal with the water in that corner.
I must admit, I wouldn't be happy if that happened to me.
You'll get your chance soon enough.
I can't wait. I'm watching this, itching to get in there.
Well, yeah, soon enough you've got that world title fight, the WBA world title fight coming up on Fight Zone. We'll hear more of that later on, no doubt, Hannah. But this is the 4th and final round. Stevie Levy in her 4th contest, 3 wins. Will this be number 4? Glenn, I know you have a head on the cards.
I do. She's doing the better, cleaner work. Ferenczi's doing her best to spoil in close.
That's it, nice right hand there.
There's decent clean punches when she gets the room to get her punches off. It's all about just making a bit of room for herself.
That was a cut-in play as well. Yeah. Ferenci's got a cut to the left eye, and it's just given Levy just a little bit of extra determination. And that's, well, that's not good news for a very busy fighter like Ferenczi.
No.
It's a fairly nasty one, actually, as well.
Yeah. Right in the corner of the eyebrow there.
Well, it has been scrappy, no doubt about that. It hasn't been the clean work I'm sure Stevie Levy would want to be displaying, but again, takes two to tango. Ferenci's made it a marauding kind of a fight.
A couple of good right uppercuts inside for Levy.
A little after the break again, but I'm sure all will be forgiven. But that nick to the left eye, well, significant damage to the eye really for Ferenczi there, but overall, Hannah, how would you score that?
I've definitely got Stevie for the win with that one. I think she just landed the cleaner shots. Ferenczi was trying to, you know, smother her work all of the time, but there was a beautiful right uppercut at the end there, which was really nice. So yeah, I think she'll be pleased with that. And also, you have to get in with opponents like that who are going to pressurize you and like walk forward, constantly on top of you. You can learn loads from these kind of people.
It was good to see her show determination in there. You know, she tried to, you know, she was tough and rugged. She was trying to battle against Ferenczi.
I think it was a clash of heads that did the eye damage. But
yeah. Also, for the first time out at new weight, I think she performed well.
Well, John Latham, the referee, is ready. He's passed on the scorecard. He's the scoring referee, of course. So our man in the know is our MC, Paul Booth.
Our super bantamweight contest goes the distance after 4 2-minute rounds of boxing. Scoring referee John Latham decides the bout. He has it at 40 points to 36 points in favour of the winner. Still undefeated as a professional boxer from Kingsland, Norfolk, Super Stevie Levy.
Well, Stevie Levy gets the job done. We will catch up with her very, very shortly to find out her own thoughts about that. But the Stevie Levy fans are happy. She's happy. And it's about getting through certain fights as well. And Hannah, it's hard, I suppose, for her to show what she's learning when she's just got to get in there and end up having a scrap.
Absolutely, and like, you know, she'll take lots from this fight. You know, having a sort of marauding opponent coming on like that, you want to work a lot more on the jab, keeping them back, keeping them at bay, working around the ring, and not letting them smother you so much. But it's easier said than done, to be perfectly honest. But she did well tonight, and yeah, that little chopping right hook and the right uppercut was really her money shots tonight.
But just a reminder as well, there's loads coming up on Fight Zone. Next Friday, we're in Cone. Kevin Marie is putting some top talent on that bill. Carl Greaves is also joining the Fight Zone party as well. We're going to be in Leicester on September the 11th. Stanley Stannard, well, what a fighter he is. We saw him in June. He's going to be back on the show on home turf. Kyle Raymer, Ryan Amos, they're going to be involved in a Midland area title bid as well. Then back to Sheffield again. We're going to see Cash Ali back in action shortly. Of course, he won the European title back at the Fight Zone Arena a few weeks back, so he's getting closer to where he wants to be, back in that heavyweight elite. But Stevie Levy got through a bit of a grueler tonight. And Glenn, as Hannah said, you've got to get through these nights, marauding opponents, different styles. You want to face every kind of style as you progress.
Definitely, and especially somebody like Ferenczi, who's got lots of experience. You know, you learn a lot, and she's got to deal with those sorts of experiences.
Well, of course, we are back at Pons Forge, September the 18th. Tommy Frank back in action. Matt Windle, well, again, what a fight that is in prospect. We saw Windle and McCubbin, that was an absolute belter. And Tommy Frank and Matt Windle is one to absolutely save you.
I'm Tommy Frank.
I'm Matt Windle.
I'm going for the win. British flyweight champion.
It's going to be an explosive dust-up that you're guaranteed to enjoy.
Well, that's an absolute belter. Tommy Frank, of course, we saw what happened to Tommy. Desperate for revenge, of course, against Guarneros. Didn't quite work out for him, but now a chance against Windle, who showed what he was all about against McCubbin, which Frank against Windle surely can't disappoint. Well, of course, from 7:30, you can get all this action. All you've got to do is subscribe, fightzone.uk. For $4.99, you get all the action every week, all month. That's all it is, less than a pint. And tonight, if you subscribe, you'll get to see Katie Healy in her second professional contest against Karina Kopinska. Tommy Hodgson, a real talent, an amateur, turning over. You get to see his debut here tonight against the teak tough Naeem Ali. Dave Allen, he's back in action, of course, against Andrea Pesce. Then Mark Jeffers, super talent, against Rebra of the Czech Republic. And then the main event, Anthony Tomlinson against Dante Jardon.
You would have noticed, trust me.
Well, Stevie,
hello.
You got a bit of blood on you there, but it's not yours. I'm pretty sure that's definitely from Claudia. But just talk us through that, because she was marauding tonight. It was quite tough, I would have thought.
Yeah, do you know what? I've seen her fight before, and she don't normally give it that good, I don't think. I think she started to get a bit rowdy towards the end and giving it some, do you know what I mean? So I'll take that as I hurt her and pissed her off. Oh, sorry, that's not bad, sorry.
That's all right for you, actually. That's not so bad.
That's going to be it now, yeah. I reckon I hurt her, and that's why she got a bit rah, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Did you enjoy it in there yourself?
I loved it. I really loved it. It takes me a round to get warmed up, unfortunately. I haven't got that feistiness till I get a round under me and then I get going, so yeah.
But it was hard for you to show your skills, I suppose, because, again, lots of smothering work from her.
Yeah, I knew she smothered a bit, but she actually holds tight. I thought she was just going to be like, meh, and I could chuck her off, but she was holding tight, which is really frustrating, to be honest. But I managed to get some upcuts in, so...
And you've been working really hard. We can see that in terms of the weight and everything else. A new weight now. How did you feel with that?
Oh, this is perfect for me. Super feather's too big for me. I always knew it was. I made the weight too easy. We said we could do split bantam, we've done it, and I feel that's my division now. I feel very strong at that weight.
You got some of your fans here tonight, and I know there's going to be plenty watching as well.
Yeah.
You got a message for all of them?
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's travelled down, everyone watching at home. I always mention all the little girls that I train, but I also train a group of lads who are amazing as well. I just want to say a shout out to one of my favourite people called Wilson. Hello, mate, I love you. I'll see you all next week, and my little boy Morgan's watching. I love you so much, darling. Very proud of you. You train so hard with Mummy. He puts up with me hangry all the time. I'm taking him to Brighton next week for a little holiday. We're going to eat some junk together, and then we're both back in the gym next week.
Well, I'm not surprised you're emotional. You've done it again, and you've done it on Fight Zone in terms of putting on a performance. Now, just quick word, because Dave Allen, your manager, is in action a bit later on. You don't have to name him, don't worry about it.
Oh, you're not nervous?
But you're going to get a chance to get changed and watch him later on. I mean, what are you expecting from him? He's been out for a long time.
He is. David is so strong. I'm nervous watching him because I care about him so much, but that's going to be no match for him. I think it's going to get his ring rust off. He's got nothing to worry about. He's such a strong and he's such a good boxer. People don't realise. I think we're going to see his boxing skill tonight. It's going to be great. I'm nervous now though, but I'm excited too. I'm not getting changed because I want a picture, me, him and Levi in our shorts, so I'm going to waddle about in these. Yep. I'll get changed later.
Well, there's a bit of pressure now. It's been good so far. Levi's done the business. Stevie Levy's done the business.
Yeah.
Dave Allen's got to do the business for your little team.
Of course he will. Yep, he's the boss. He's the boss man. He's the leader. Well, John Clark's just above him because he's the daddy of the group. Dave's the main man. We all love him. We all believe in him, and it's good. Everyone's got to keep watching and watch and support David all the way now.
Well done tonight. And of course, if you want to watch Dave Allen and all the rest, Anthony Tomlinson and Mark Jeffers and some plenty more.
We've got the Newcastle lot here, haven't we?
And
Tommy Paws, he's out there.
Tommy Hodgson. You know what you got to do? You have to subscribe to Fight Zone, and this is what you do.
Thank you for waiting for me.